Hi, I'm Lois Wilkins,
And I'm David Wilkins.
and
And we're not going to tell you our birthdays because this goes too far back into history.
okay, well, mine is October 13th.
Mine's June 27th. I guess we're leaving the year off
Yeah.
a long time ago. All right.
So, the first question was, what was something you learned in 2015 that could help someone else? Um, for me, I think the social issues around police brutality and African American youth and um, some of the issues surrounding that whole um, experience during 2015 was an eye opener. I particularly gravitated to advocating justice for Sandra Bland's death. Not really understanding the facts behind it, but just saying something is wrong with our country when we have this kind of, in 2015, this type of rallying and some of the different things that are going on. For me, I just felt that I no longer can just sit back and read or listen to these reports. It is important for me to make my voice known as an African American mother and to advocate for all children in these circumstances, um, whether they know the law, whether they don't know the law. There is no reason why they have to lose their life over this. And so I guess I just felt that it was important that I cast my vote. I am going to be a much more responsible voter. If you're planning to run for office, you might want to make sure you give me all the pertinent information because I am going to hold you accountable. So that's what I learned in 2015.
Um, I guess in 2015 wasn't so much new that I learned, but I think uh, the heightened attention to, as Lois said, the poor police response to incidents that you know obviously captured on cell phones and videos. The number of these recurring incidences. Just one example of the many problems that maybe reached a certain level of notoriety in 2015. The political season with the Republicans sort of striking out all over uh, uh, the field, attacking Muslims and Mexicans. It just, I think, re-emphasizes how important it is that we be involved, that we, as Lois said, be informed, and that we be engaged. We don't have all the answers, but certainly 2015 has told us that we need to study, we need to think, and we need to develop some plan of action to address these issues, whether they are, how the police respond in our communities, to, how our kids are being educated or not educated, to, preparing ourselves to participate actively in the upcoming election. I think, again, not that it was so much new in 2015, but clearly there is a movement that I think is led by conservative elements, mostly in the Republican Party, that will seek to disenfranchise poor and black and brown voters, and they will try to steal the presidential election and any other election they can. And we just need to recognize that. What the Supreme Court has done to the Voting Rights Act is simply giving them carte blanche across the country to construct barriers to voting. And so we need need to address that in 2016. So, what are your goals for 2016?
So my goals for 2016 and how I will achieve those. This is a pretty pivotal point for David and I. Um, this is our first year of empty nesting, meaning our young kids are in college, but we have a lot of time to spend together. And he's actually retired for the third time, and we're learning how to be a couple again, and to look at some of the fun things, some of the bucket list experiences, um, trying to be healthy and just kind of enjoy life. Um, we are trying to be more, to have a different perspective on how we parent our adult children. And we're very proud of all of them. And I think being able to watch them flourish in this world today with the challenges and make decisions is an eye opener. And so anyway, how to achieve those goals? Plan vacation time. Plan just activities that the two of us can do. Traveling. Giving back, mentoring, and coaching to some of the people who are heavily engaged in entrepreneurial activities and different things like that. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I think my goals mainly to develop our post-work life relationship. I want to enjoy retirement and enjoying it so far, but I think we're in a different stage and transitioning. So that's the goal would be to find out how to do that, do it well, do it with grace and laughter. I think to continue working with our children as they grow and mature, and help them set goals for longer term, to help with some financial investment kinds of information and education, make sure that they're positioned to manage their well-being into the future. Spend time with our granddaughter as much as we can. Look forward to attending her events in school and out of school, and watch her grow. To see some family. We haven't seen some of our family in a while, so that's certainly a goal for 2016. To see our brothers and sisters and some of their kids. Sleep late, drink a lot of good wine, eat some good food, cook some good food, and take some cooking lessons. Taking some dancing lessons, which might kill me, but we'll get through it. It's fun. So it just, I think we achieved the goals by just setting, as Lois said, plans and going forward and doing it. Having a good time.
And the last question is, what is my testimony and my story, and
30
what would I
seconds
like
or less.
to share? All right, so I'll make it short. I've been a Christian all my life, at age 7, and pretty uneventful experience. But there are a couple of pivotal points that really drew my strength and anchoring in on my belief and relying on Christ in my life. But one I think I would like to share is in 2008, I got sick to the point where they almost lost me. and it was a unexplained illness apparently that came down, and apparently I was in a coma for about 3 days before I woke up. But I think that that experience, I believe I had a pretty good conversation with the Lord. What was important and what wasn't. And one of the things that I believe is important is family and friends. Uh, Today is the first day of 2016, and we had quite a few people that just stopped in to wish us all a Happy New Year and to break bread together and to pray together and to acknowledge the accomplishments of things done in 2015, and proud of that. And so I guess I'd like to share with all of you the importance of nurturing family and friends and helping each other to accomplish their goals. I guess I reject the attitude that what's in it for me, but I don't think you have to look at what's in it for me. I think it's important to say, how can we help you? How can we help you, especially if we've accomplished success in any way, whatever success means to you. It is important that we help you accomplish success or whatever you are looking for in your life. So
That's good. So I wasn't a Christian at age 7. Came much later in life, but I think it came at a time when I was when I needed it, obviously, and I think God showed up as He's promised to do, and He's been showing up ever since, and I'm glad about that. I give Him all the praise and glory for it. A born again believer, and will die that way, and expect to rise again with Him. So. I guess what I'd like to share in 2016 is the blessings that I feel for my family, my wife, and for children, in whom I have just a sort of unending amount of love and joy and expectation. I think family is the key. Whether it's this immediate family or the large family that invaded our house today, family is the center and the key, and that's really a blessing. So, whatever else happens in 2016, I expect to share it with family, and I think that'll be just fine. So,